So just tell me again what you just said to me. As I just said to you, those people shooting at me, and you said?
Those people are not shooting at you.
Okay, but what?
This, where you currently are, this is private land and there isn't a right to roam in here.
Okay, I'm not. You need to define private land.
Define it.
Yeah.
Not open to the public without permission.
I'm not public.
Who are you?
I'm Minister Emma Verne, and I'm
You're who, sorry?
Minister Emma Verne, secured party creditor of what was Her Majesty's government. I'm responsible for protecting the trees from HS2 and putting the ministers who wrote the legislation that allowed for the terrorism of our nature and environment into the dock, along with coronavirus and other unsubstantiated claims, including but not exclusively whether you've got a right to come here to tell me that this or anything else is private.
It is private land.
You need to prove what private is in order for you to... Am I doing any harm or loss or any damage?
You're not doing any...
No, I haven't.
Please let me finish. I listen to you.
I'm more than happy to listen to you.
Okay. First of all, HS2 is not designed to come through here, so that doesn't really apply.
Oh dear.
Secondly, you are not doing any damage. That is certainly true. By you being here, it does create the expectation that other people can come in, and this is not common right of way.
Okay, you're using words that I have no idea of the definition of, right? What I have done is put those words that you're using into the King's Bench to have a judicial review upon those words that you have been indoctrinated with, is what I'm trying to explain to you. You've just used words that have exemplified that you suffer from some kind of psychosis relating to private land and being able to imply that somebody has got another right over another. I haven't trespassed or caused you any harm on your rights, okay?
You haven't caused me any harm.
Are you claiming this is your land?
This is not my land, it belongs to my uncle.
Okay, and so now how are you going to prove that when the birth certificate that you would use for a legal fiction title at land registry has been proven to be null and void?
What do you mean null and void?
The securitisation of Her Majesty's government in 2020 revealed that they had been getting us to use fraudulent claims, claiming titles and rights of use and land and ownership that was put in the dock. I just explained that to you, but you weren't listening. I just explained that to you, but you just said okay, but you were implying you were listening, but clearly you weren't. So there was a securitisation like a debt. So Her Majesty's government owed the people of this country a debt of 10 quadrillion. So did Hellenic Republic. Put it both together as a debt of 47 quadrillion slave tokens, dollars, euros, pounds worth of debt. That represented your share of the rock, planet Earth, and everything on it that was inside the stock exchange. I know because I did it. I secured Her Majesty's government for a debt on behalf of the people to give them their rights back. So you haven't I couldn't possibly trespass on something that is already secured as asset that belongs to everybody to use right. All of this rock, you can't substantiate your claim, my friend, my brother, my wonderful brother.
I'm not your friend.
You really are. I've got absolutely no qualm. I'm standing here talking about how, wasn't it lovely how we restored the rule of law and put harmony in the hearts and minds of the people. And you've come to exemplify that obviously that hasn't got here yet.
No, it hasn't
So.
got here yet.
My friend dropped me at the top of the road here to say there's some lovely trees down there, you'll love it, because I actually got myself trafficked on behalf of stopping them causing environmental terrorism. So HS2, listen, HS2, whether these trees, I'm not saying about HS2, HS2, I'm talking about a scheme. HS2 was a scheme. Then they wrote a scheme, just like they wrote a scheme with your birth certificate, just like they wrote a scheme to imply that you've got a right to come here to tell me that I can't do what exactly? Hug a tree. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how can you possibly justify that?
There are plenty of other trees on public land where you are more than welcome You're more
I
than
did
welcome to
listen.
go and
I
protect those.
there. You've got to
These
now
trees are
prove.
not under
Look,
threat from HS2.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying that I
What
got
am
myself
respectfully
trafficked
saying
on
is that
behalf of
this
the
is
trees that
not
were.
open to public access.
You have to define public and private then. I'm not public.
You are.
I'm the secured party creditor of everything that you've just
This is what you
defined
claim,
as
but you have shown
private.
no documentation.
I
You
don't
have
need
shown
to
no
have any
proof.
documentation on me. You have to prove
Neither do
your
I,
claim.
Jack. Neither do I.
I
It's
haven't
either
come
goes
to
both
you.
ways,
I
it
haven't
doesn't
come.
go at
You're
all.
breaching my peace right now, is what you're doing. I've come here very peacefully.
There is no
I've,
doubt that you're peaceful, madam, but you do not have a right to be here because
I
this
have
is
a right
public
to
land. This is not
enjoy
public land.
nature peacefully.
You do have a right
You
to
haven't
enjoy
got a
nature.
right to
This
enclose
isn't
it.
part of that.
You haven't got a right to enclose it with a legal fiction
We do.
title. You just said that you believe that. That is a psychosis that I've just explained
Not
to you
a
was
psychosis.
already put into the King's Bench on the
Respectfully,
16th
this
of
is not
June
a
last
psychosis.
year, which sorted out the restoration of the rule of law. And I'm Minister Emma Venn. I've told you all of those things.
have.
I haven't
Again,
given,
you haven't
and
shown
yet
any
you're
proof.
still, I'm not going anywhere, okay, until I've finished having a little moment with the trees that I have spent 14 months getting trafficked for. To be able to come and put my arms around freely the things that give us oxygen, wherever they are. Whether they're a threat for HS2, or whether you've got your friends shooting at me in the mist, which I don't know about the jurisdiction of that, whether this is private or not. There are, okay, you still can't prove that, but you've put a fence up or a wall up or whatever it is, and all I've done is come. Can you prove that the trees are caused harm, loss or damage by me doing this? No, you can't. Okay, but I can prove that your threats, using those definition, you've just threatened me that
I
I'm
haven't made any threats.
okay.
Threat would be.
What's
I
that
don't
then
want
with the
to
shotguns?
make
What's
an
that with the
example of it.
guns then?
There is a shooting school up there. That's what that is.
Oh
It's
really?
not directed at you.
Oh, but I want in the dark, in the mist and the
mist.
fog. Oh really? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. If you're not making a threat, I'm just gonna. When I finish doing my hugging, I'm gonna leave peacefully. Okay. I promise I won't tell anybody else about your lovely hospitality. And Zeus will be watching you, and I'm sure he will bless you accordingly. So, I hope he does.
When you have finished your,
Thank
your
you.
moment with the tree,
Thank
I would
you.
again respectfully ask you not to return to this land because
Because
even though we disagree
because
about
we
what
have
it is,
such a
it
lovely
is-
hospitality.
It is
welcoming
private
committee.
land. Please do not come back here.
I'm going to. I'm not going to accept your terms and conditions of enjoying the tree. You're going to usurp my rights to hug the tree with your conditions. Okay. I'll come back here if I want to. Thank you very much.